Imagine walking into a factory where the sweet aroma of rich, creamy chocolate fills the air. You're not just smelling any chocolate, though. You're standing in the heart of Hershey's chocolate factory, where every bar, every bite, is crafted to perfection. But have you ever wondered how Hershey's takes that perfect mix of cocoa, sugar, and milk and turns it into the iconic bars we all know and love? What goes on behind the scenes at the Hershey factory that makes it so unique? Stick around because we're about to unveil the fascinating process of how Hershey's chocolate is made, from raw ingredients to the finished product. Hershey's, a name that's become synonymous with chocolate for millions of people around the world. Since its founding in 1894 by Milton Hershey, the brand has been crafting some of the most popular and beloved chocolate products. The Hershey Company isn't just a chocolate manufacturer, it's a cultural icon. Whether you're biting into a Hershey's milk chocolate bar, unwrapping a pack of Kisses, or enjoying the smooth texture of a Reese's peanut butter cup, Hershey's has a long history of delivering high-quality, delicious chocolate. But how does it all begin? How does Hershey's take simple ingredients like cocoa beans and sugar and transform them into the sweet treat that's enjoyed by millions every day? To truly understand the magic, we need to take a journey behind the scenes of one of Hershey's massive manufacturing plants. From the careful selection of raw ingredients to the intricate processes that turn those ingredients into a perfect chocolate bar, Hershey's commitment to quality is evident at every step. The ingredients, the heart of the recipe. Before any chocolate is made, the ingredients must be sourced from around the world. Hershey starts with some of the finest cocoa beans, which are sourced from countries known for their rich, high-quality beans, such as West Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. Cocoa beans are the heart of every chocolate product, and Hershey's goes to great lengths to ensure that only the best beans that get into their products. Once the beans are harvested, they're shipped to the Hershey factory, where they begin their journey into becoming chocolate. The next essential ingredient is sugar, which is sourced from sugarcane and sugar beets. Hershey also uses fresh milk from local dairy farms to give its chocolate its smooth, creamy texture. These ingredients are combined in precise ratios to create the rich, sweet base for all of Hershey's chocolate products. In addition to cocoa beans, sugar, and milk, Hershey's also uses other ingredients to add flavor and texture. For example, they might use lecithin, an emulsifier, to help blend the cocoa butter and cocoa powder smoothly into the chocolate. These ingredients are the building blocks of the Hershey experience, each contributing to the rich, familiar taste we've all come to love. The roasting process, transforming cocoa beans into chocolate. Now that the ingredients are ready, it's time to turn those raw materials into chocolate. The first step is roasting the cocoa beans. Roasting is a critical step in the chocolate-making process because it brings out the rich, complex flavors that make chocolate so irresistible. Hershey's carefully roasts the cocoa beans in large, rotating drums at precise temperatures. The heat helps to break down the beans and separate the outer shell from the nibs, which are the edible part of the bean. During this process, the beans release their oils and natural cocoa flavor, creating the distinct chocolate aroma that fills the factory. Once the beans are roasted, they're cooled and then cracked open to remove the outer shell. The result is cocoa nibs, small broken pieces of the bean that will later be processed into cocoa mass, cocoa butter, and cocoa powder. Hershey's uses specialized machines to crush and grind these nibs into a fine paste called chocolate liquor, which contains both cocoa solids and cocoa butter. This chocolate liquor is the base for all Hershey's chocolate products. It's refined further through a process called conching, where the chocolate liquor is continuously mixed and aerated to smooth out its texture. The longer the conching process, the smoother the chocolate becomes, helping to create that melt-in-your-mouth texture that Hershey's is known for. Mixing and blending, creating the perfect chocolate. Once the chocolate liquor is ready, it's time to add the remaining ingredients, sugar, milk powder, and any additional flavorings or textures. This is where the magic happens. Hershey's mixes these ingredients in large machines known as conch mixers. These machines combine the chocolate liquor with sugar and milk powder to create the smooth, sweet base that will eventually become a Hershey's bar. During this process, Hershey's carefully monitors the temperature and consistency of the mixture to ensure that it's perfectly blended. The result is a smooth, glossy chocolate base ready to be molded into the iconic shapes we all recognize. But creating perfect chocolate isn't just about blending the ingredients. Hershey's also uses specific techniques to to create the right texture and mouthfeel. For example, they might refine the chocolate to ensure that the sugar crystals are as small as possible, which helps the chocolate dissolve smoothly on your tongue. This level of attention to detail is part of what makes Hershey's chocolate stand out from the competition. Tempering and molding, shaping the chocolate bars. After the chocolate is perfectly blended, it's time for one of the most critical steps in the manufacturing process: tempering. Tempering is the process of carefully cooling and heating the chocolate to create a smooth, glossy finish and to ensure that it hardens properly. If done correctly, the chocolate will have the perfect snap when you break it. Hershey's uses specialized tempering machines that control the temperature of the chocolate as it's cooled. This process ensures that the cocoa butter in the chocolate forms stable crystals, which gives the chocolate its smooth texture and shiny appearance. Once the chocolate is tempered, it's poured into molds. Hershey's molds come in all shapes and sizes, from the iconic rectangular shape of a Hershey's milk chocolate bar to the small bite-sized kisses. The molds are carefully filled with the tempered chocolate, which is then allowed to cool and harden. This is also the stage where Hershey's may add any additional ingredients like nuts, caramel, or even crispy rice, depending on the type of product being made. Once the chocolate has cooled and hardened in the molds, it's ready to be packaged and shipped to stores around the world. Quality control in packaging, ensuring perfection. Before any Hershey's chocolate can leave the factory, it undergoes a strict quality control process. Every bar of chocolate is carefully inspected for imperfections, from small air bubbles to uneven shapes. Hershey's uses advanced technology, including cameras and sensors, to ensure that each product meets their high standards. Once the chocolate passes quality control, it's ready for packaging. Hershey's packaging lines are highly automated, ensuring that each chocolate bar is neatly wrapped and sealed to maintain freshness. The bars are then boxed up and prepared for distribution, ready to be shipped to stores worldwide. But Hershey's doesn't just focus on the quality of the chocolate itself. They also prioritize the environmental impact of their packaging. Over the years, Hershey's has made significant strides in reducing its carbon footprint and using more sustainable packaging materials, reflecting their commitment to both quality and sustainability. Final product. The end result is a product that has been carefully crafted, from the raw cocoa beans all the way to the chocolate bar in your hands. Every Hershey's product represents the culmination of decades of innovation, craftsmanship, and dedication to quality. The result is a chocolate that isn't just a treat, it's a piece of Hershey's legacy, passed down from one generation to the next. From the first time Milton Hershey set up shop in Pennsylvania to the current global brand, Hershey's has remained a leader in the chocolate industry. They continue to innovate, creating new flavors, textures, and products that keep chocolate lovers coming back for more. And as long as the sweet smell of chocolate fills the air in Hershey's factories, one thing is clear: Hershey's will remain a symbol of quality and indulgence for years to come. Now that you know the incredible journey that each Hershey's chocolate bar takes, it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite Hershey's product? Do you prefer the classic milk chocolate bar, or are you a fan of the creamy kisses or rich Reese's cups? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to know what makes Hershey's your go-to chocolate brand. And if you enjoyed this inside look into how Hershey's chocolate is made, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of manufacturing. From the history of iconic brands to the latest innovations in food production, we've got you covered. Thanks for watching, and as always, remember to enjoy your next piece of Hershey's chocolate. It's more than just a treat, it's a piece of chocolate making history.